In this tragic story, a life was stolen, leaving justice unfulfilled.
Right now, I'm a lot of things, and but again, it's not about me. It's about Madeline Soto in this case, and what Tyler and the family and Jen Soto. What you're missing out on is that little girl growing up and being in society and finding out what she'd do and getting married and before that dating, having a normal life with her dad, showing her how a man should treat her, not how Stefan, a bonus dad that he calls a bonus dad, should treat her. That is not what happened here in this case. And it's over now. It's over. I don't know what's going to happen with Jen Soto, but this part of the chapter is going to be shut very soon. Yeah, Maddie's dad did speak and he was there. And that's why I'm showing these pictures today, because I want to thank him for being there and showing up for his little girl when nobody else did. Now, the grandma did, but it's different. There's no parent. I didn't see Juan today. If you guys did, let me know. That's grandpa. All right. Rest in peace, little beautiful Madeline Soto. She's never going to be forgotten. There's a bench out there that shows that, and her memorial or her vigil or where Stefan left her body will probably be just a memory sooner or later, with the way that things get overgrown and the locks get corroded. All right. So let's remember Maddie in the way that she was and let her rest in peace. Now, Yolanda is not an aunt. Yolanda is grandma. Yolanda is Jen Soto's mom and Stephanie's mom and Maddie's grandma. All right. Yeah, I'm not victim blaming anybody except for Jen Soto here. All right. And again, we're just getting started today with this episode. I just want to make sure that we honor Maddie in the way that she should be honored. All right. So may she rest in peace. That is her forever 13. That is Tatiana and Tyler Wallace with her, loving her when she was a baby. Tatiana had a strong bond with her that only she can describe, and I hope one day that she speaks out. Tyler never gets to spend this time with his daughter again. All right, so that's that. And Stefan and Jen took that away from him and the world. All right, so I'm going to add that back. Again, we still have the documents to show you Jen Soto is not a victim. You guys are gonna, if you didn't see the statements today, be prepared for a tearjerker. All right, on a lot of levels. So let me bring up what Stefan did. Let me give you the outcome. I just want to make sure I properly honor the victim in this case, and the victim in this case is Maddie and Maddie alone. All right. So thank you guys. Please do help support the channel. Thank you for gifting One Guilty of Crime membership. Remember, guys, I know it's a sad day today, and hit the like button, subscribe, donate memberships if you can. It's July and it's birthday month. It's birthday month for the Leos and birthday month for the Cancers. So thank you, Nat. Again, let's get in here. We're going to get into what happened. We are going to be snarky as well, but we're going to talk about what happened today. And all right, this is what happened. Stefan Sturge sentenced to life in prison without parole in the Madeline Soto case. He pled no contest to the capital M case, guilty proudly to the SEX crimes that he was charged with. All right. I'm not sure how long this is. I'll probably just play the whole thing through. All right. So Keith Karsten sentenced Stefan Stearns to life in prison. Let me clear this up for you guys. There's Tyler down there. All right. I want to clear this up for you guys. Stefan Stearns' parents were not there. Stefan Stearns' parents were in the Zoom meeting with the other people that were on Zoom. They did not know all of this stuff was happening up until that point. It hit them by surprise as well. They had a lot of surprises today. And yeah, for Maddie, it's a sad day. Carol says, I'm angry and sad. And that's how I feel. I don't feel like Maddie didn't get justice. I feel like she doesn't have the complete and utter justice that she deserves. But we're going to talk about that today. I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. All right. So Keith Karsten sentenced Stefan to life in prison without the possibility of parole. I'm sorry, without the possibility of parole. It says that there, but then they say something later. So it says in prison without the possibility of parole. I'm not sure if this is correct. for the capital M in the Madeline Soto 13-year-old case. She's 13 years old forever. Stearns has also been sentenced to life in prison for 20 SCX offenses, including the CSAM and battery at first. He pled no contest to first degree and guilty proudly to the sex acts. All right. I feel like he was very proud. There's Tyler. We're going to play that later. Family and friends, including Soto's dad, Tyler, spoke through the ears while addressing the court. And prior to the official sentencing, he says, I can't grasp this selfishness of you, the deplorability of your actions. You're depraved. You're weak. You're a coward, Wallace said. It doesn't heal with time. Now, he was talking to Stephen Stearns. He was right next to Stephen Stearns. So this guy Mike, he was been reporting on it the whole time with Fox or News 6. He said not guilty plea in the RAPE and of Madeline Soto last year. Remember, he pled not guilty, and today he changed his plea to guilty, and no contest. All right. Thank you so much, Foxy Amazon, for the 420 membership. And Idney Isham says, happy birthday at Jen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. That supports the channel. I appreciate it so very much. That and the memberships help out a lot. Life with no possibility of parole. And you see how there's conflicting statements here, right, in the news. So that's what we're going to dig through today. Cat's Meow, thank you for the birthday. We'll call anything that you guys send in this month, we'll call the birthday memberships for the Leos and for the Cancers. Because if you donate a membership, then you're in a chance to win for anything that we give out. And thank you for being patient with me, Thomas. I will bring you up shortly. I just want people to know what it is that you did and who you are and what happened. All right. So Stearns made a statement, which to me was maddening, disgusting, upsetting. He made a statement and he shouldn't have been able to, in my opinion. He says, it's not fair. Madeline's not here. I prayed to God countless times to trade places with her and take me instead. She was truly a joy. I apologize for all the pain. I wish he would have said, I apologize for what I did to you, Maddie. I wish he would have said something like that. He still didn't own it. He previously pled not guilty to RAPing and MURDing, red rumming Madeline Soto, who's the daughter of Stearns' former girlfriend, Jen Soto. While searching for the girl, investigators said they uncovered images on Stearns' phone and the Google Drive that showed him graping the teen. And that is why we did not have a trial. In my opinion, he did not want to be sitting there while those images and videos were shown. I got to tell you that. You got to remember the girl that he was filming under the door also spoke today or had somebody speak. That was the roommate. Do you remember? He was filming her under the door. All right. So there's a lot to talk about today, guys. All right. So no possibility of parole. I've heard conflicting, but I hope not. He was expected to go on trial tomorrow, but with this plea hearing, he accepted it. No contest and guilty. And that's it. The plea deal was accepted. He was sentenced, and that was it. End of story. All right. So this talks about him being caught on surveillance, throwing items, and then ultimately dumping Maddie's body, which is much more than a body, I have to say. So I'm going to pull this up and then then I'll have Thomas call in. I just want you to see this. We're only going to watch a little bit of this so you can see the flat tire. Thomas is going to come on and then we're going to watch the rest of it after he tells us what he saw that day when Stephen had a flat tire and dumped Maddie's body. I want you guys to know what he saw on Stephen Stearns' face that day that was not there today. That was not there today. That anger and what he did to Maddie did not show up in court today. Liz said the maggot told his parents he was so drawn and skinny that he was worried about himself. They haven't seen him, and now they had a chance, at least Chris, who's healthy. All right, let's listen to this real quick, and then I have the phone line on for Thomas to call in. Thomas was the one that saw something, said something, and did something. He saw Stefan changing his flat tire, and that's how he got caught for dumping Maddie's body where it was.
The witness stated he saw the suspect vehicle, a silver sedan, pull off of Hickory Tree Road, and the subject with a tire iron in his hand, wearing a black shirt and a green hat on backwards, standing near the vehicle. The witness made eye contact with the subject. He stated he was not exactly sure at the time, but it was around 13-20 hours in the afternoon.
We're going to watch all of it, guys. So, Tanya, if you're asking, was the Soto family there? Yes, they were. And you're going to see it all with me today. I just want you to see that part of this and capturing everything is right here. And I want to tell that story just in case we don't have, we're going to be working for other families and other victims until we need to come back to this case. All right. So this is Thomas. This is a witness. He's called it in and they found Maddie's body 2 days after.
It's an eyewitness seeing something and saying something because the media is reporting something. It's all about a missing child. But in this case, it was a murdered child. Court TV producer Cody Thomas joining us live tonight from the spot where Madeline Soto's body was discovered.
We're just going to watch this for a minute. And then, Thomas, you have my cell phone number and you have my number to call in. So as soon as I show everybody where Maddie was laid to rest, which she wasn't, so to speak, then I'm going to pull you up. Then I'll have you call in.
St. Cloud, Florida. Cody, great to see you tonight. We're returning to the scene. I want you to walk us around there so we really understand it in light of all the new information that we've received.
These calls they got in this.
All right. So that's all. Let me see. I have one other thing I want. Oh, there it is. I just want you guys to see the area where Thomas was driving. Thomas drove there, saw Stefan, called it in, they ignored him, and then he made them see it again. All right, arrest Jen Soto. Thomas, if you're here, you can start getting ready to call in. I'll answer the phone.